Hello, Adab, Namaste. Welcome to yet another episode of India's Business Legends. We've come today at Perfection Everyday Salons, which is a unisex salon founded by a young lady way back in 1992. It was a far cry, it was a very different concept from the prevalent one-room beauty parlor scenes that were the rage in those times. In 2009, her son Mayank joined her, and then he took over the salon to another level, starting 3 branches across Delhi NCR. So let's meet this mother-son duo who's doing something very different in the Indian makeover industry. Let's meet them. Hello, Miss Sadhna. So, we were telling our viewers about how you started the concept of a unisex salon at a time when one room beauty parlors were very common. Why did you think of it?
See, initially I was not interested in any type of salons and all that. My husband, as a dermatologist, senior dermatologist, he started as a clinic of skin treatments, hair treatments, and everything. But automatically that started converting in a salon. Then I realized that now I should go and fix. Then I opened the unisex salon, and then after some time, after this unisex salon, then I realized that till the time I am not trained, I can't teach anybody, I can't do any work, and the people, the staff will started fooling me. Then at that time I went out and I did 4 years this beauty therapy, hair therapies, and from Blossom Coacher Pivot Point. And but that Sylvie was my main trainer, and I used to work there in Pivot Point, and evening I used to work in my salon only. I never used to feel shy in doing any type of work. Pedicure also I did, a lot of pedicures were done by me, and like that it was giving me a good fame and good built up. And still at that time also I was running a salon only, not a beauty parlor.
So, when you say that as an owner, you were never shy of doing anything, you always wanted to be the person working. Are you still doing it?
Yeah, I am doing, but now I have reduced doing cuttings and all that, and I am only in hairstyling. But now we have lot of staff and like that. Now I don't want to work also. But initially, the what I built up, I never feel regret of doing anything, and with the full confidence. And I taught many people. Now also my mostly my beauty staffs and everything, they are trained by me only, and
So, when your own salon also meant that you got financially independent.
financially.
Independent.
Yeah.
So, how did you feel about that?
See, money was not a matter for me. My husband was very well off at that time. I never started for money. When I started, then it was a very good fame. I worked for fame. I worked for goodwill, and initially, I used to feel shy in taking money also from the clients. Then my girls used to tell me कि नहीं दीदी, you should take it, आप ले लो, कोई बात नहीं, इतने का इतना you are doing well. Like that only, not much. And then I started. Now तो it's a good competition is there, so the practice is totally different. And now you need Insta, you need other practices and all that.
How would you usually spend your money?
Money. Just like that, I don't, matlab, I'm fulfilling my family, but ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. My husband is with me. I never realize how I'm spending my money. No luxury is behind me.
So, when was the time?
I am a simple lady. I like to work. I like to go home, and my two motives are there: my salon and my home. The third, no friend circle, nothing, because at 8:30 I reach home, and then I have to give my family also some time and all those things.
So while Sadhna ji had taken the salon to greater heights, her son Mayank joined her in 2009, and he has a very interesting story behind it. He went abroad to pursue a course in hairstyling, and he came back to India to help his mother. Isn't that a very sweet story? Stay tuned, and we'll introduce you to Mayank. Hello, Mayank, to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, ma'am.
So, first up, tell us, where did you go for your course?
I did my bachelor's in dermatherapies and master's of hairs from Victoria University, Melbourne.
When was the second salon that you set up?
Okay,
Where
yes, sir.
and
Yes.
when did you found the next other salon?
Okay. So 2009, when I came back, that was the year when we set up the second salon only.
Okay.
All right.
Which was?
Which was in Indirapuram.
Okay.
All right. That was a huge place. We had a salon in 2,000 square feet area and in couple of floors. And there was a concept of having big salons and huge salons with different sections. All right, nice lighting and good staff and all sort of things. Slowly and gradually, I understood that the market which we are targeting and the customer which we are targeting can be satisfied in a smaller units also. All right. So, but to a better located area. All right. So we not relocated. We opened our next salon in about 2016 in Indirapuram only. That was because the development of Indirapuram happened in near some other place. Indirapuram itself is a very big place.
In the last 10 years, I think it's grown.
It's grown at a huge pace, and so I had my third branch in Indirapuram itself only because we were gaining a lot of popularity over there. And that branch, the third branch, actually gained us a lot of popularity because it was in our right areas, right clientele was all around it. It was in the right ambience, and we had the right strategies. Right social media was targeted at that time. Right marketing strategies were targeted. We acquired the staff which was more qualified at that time. Things went really very well at that time. After COVID, because COVID was tougher. COVID was,
the industry was hit.
Yeah, the COVID was hit, and COVID was disastrous for every industry, but especially for salon, it was sone pe suhaga,
True.
And having 40 to 60 team members, in salon, your 80% of your staff and your team members are the one who are actually depending on your daily wages. Okay, so whatever they get in a day, they really have to eat from it. So it comes to a point where you feel that you are actually responsible for them. Okay, so we try to have a very healthy conversation with everybody. Our team was really helpful. जहाँ पे हमें buffer zones मिलते थे, government हमें allow करता था to work. We started working. The team was really cooperative. We followed all the protocols. At par, we were making whatever we were making. We were trying to help every member. And after COVID, we recovered fully, and our business recovered fully because of our team only. And this was just because of our COVID efforts, which we also did for them. Okay, so this was again the thing which I was talking about, the team trust and the client trust which we're trying to build.
So this is something which Mayank is talking about, and which is very interesting is, if you are a business owner, then build a team, trust in them, and have faith in them. Right, Mayank?
Absolutely.
And I think the team will also work towards making your company a bigger success.
Yeah, absolutely. See, there will be downfalls. There are people who would give you a bad taste in your mouth sometime. all right? But that doesn't mean that that is supposed to affect you, all right? There are different people in the market. There are different business owners. There are different workers, okay? But you know what I told you, need to have your morals, your SOPs, your things in forward, and you need to move in forward with them, okay? Slowly and gradually you will always attract those people who will work, who like to work with your kind of environment, you know, with your kind of trust, and they will trust you as a brand, all right, and they will stick around you then.
So we always measure success by how many people trust your brand. So one, I would like to know how many employees do you have, and two, how many people are trusting you?
Okay, yes. So with number of employees, we have about 60 to 70 people working
At the 3 branches.
at the 3 branches. It goes 10% more or so. I'm not counting the, you know, the helpers, the under trainers. And we have on an average about you know, 1800 to 2000 customers walk in every month.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah, in every branch.
Great. So Mayank, what do you think is the future of this industry?
I think the future is really bright of salon industries. If you ask me of a figure, I think in the next 2 years, this industry is going to go about more than 400%. All right, but again, ma'am, with the rightful knowledge, with the rightful education, because now the customer is at social media all the time, you know. Because if you wanted me to give you an answer for industry, ask me about the customer first. Okay, you need to come up with right questions. If you are on Google and if you are want to ask the right questions, have a good research. Don't just trust something random, and don't just come up with some random questions. Okay, if you are going to a professional salon, if you are paying a professional fees for it, do know the ingredients. Just don't trust your hairdresser with this language कि ये आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा है, ये आपके texture को बहुत बढ़िया कर देगा. No. In what I try to do is I try to find out कि क्यों कर देगा. All right. Your hairdresser is also being paid a professional job for his professional job. All right. And you are also going to a nice place. Do ask them the right questions. What ingredients? Why? How much? Okay. And that's how you also get to know the right quality and right perception. Doesn't mean a big place, doesn't mean right lighting, doesn't mean a right mirror in front of you is going to do a good justice job for you. All right, a small place with a good guy, with a knowledgeable person who is eager to learn, all right, can do a justice job.
That's very true.
All right, after all, you are there for of course you are there for your experience, but you are there also for your result also.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So there are many other places also which will definitely do this.
So being an expert in hair care, give us tips to our give tips to the viewers what they should be looking for. Something that they probably don't know.
See, this is a very random thing.
It is, but I think people are going to
Being a hairdresser or a hairstylist, I would say.
Okay, tell us the routine of people, how they should take care of their hair.
See, that really depends on person to person. Okay, कहते हैं ना हमारे में, हम सारे हेयर ड्रेसरों में एक कहावत होती है कि हेयर ड्रेसर की आंखें ना उसके हाथ होते हैं. Okay, until unless we feel, we ask you the right question, we do a proper consultation to you. Okay, तब तक बताना भी बड़ा मुश्किल होता है. अगर आप अपने व्यूअर्स को मेरे से कोई प्रोफेशनल एडवाइस देना चाहते हैं, ठीक है, तो एक्चुअली में देयर इज नन. यू आर डूइंग एवरीथिंग राइट. यहाँ पे कोई भी ऐसी संजीवनी बूटी नहीं है, ऑल राइट, विच विल बी अप्लाइड टू योर हेयर एंड सब कुछ सही हो जाएगा, यू नो. ओके, बिट्स एंड पीसेस इज गोइंग टू मेक इट राइट. your cutting regime will make it right. All right, your rightful shampoo which you apply on your scalp. All right, but you have to take a professional advice for it. Either it can be a hairstylist, either if you have a very sensitive scalp, it could be a dermatologist. Okay, whomever you trust, go ask the right questions. That's what I was saying. Okay, all right, a rightful oiling also sometime. Okay, लोग कहते हैं गीले बाल नहीं बांधने चाहिए. That's absolutely right. Some people, मेरे कुछ क्लाइंटों को दही लगाने से भी बहुत फर्क पड़ जाता है. All right, कईयों को अमेरिका या इटालियन कंडीशनर लगाने से भी फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, या उनके अच्छे से अच्छे ट्रीटमेंट, महंगे से महंगे ट्रीटमेंट करने से भी फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता. सो इट्स अ देयर इज़ नो सच थिंग इन एवर क्रिएटेड, और कोई भी कंपनी भी आके ऐसा एजुकेट नहीं करती है कि हमारा प्रोडक्ट लगाएंगे और सारा सही हो जाएगा. सारा सही होने का क्या क्या पैरामीटर होता है? हाउ डू यू जज? if I am your hairdresser, if I'm supposed to treat your hair, what is the level of treatment, yeah, what is the level of rightness what I'm going to give it to you? How am I going to judge? And how am I supposed to tell in the first meeting? I'm not supposed to. Okay, ये तो that's what I'm saying. ये तो मार्केट का गंदा चलन है कि आपका 4 का पैकेज बना देते हैं, 5 का पैकेज बना देते हैं, ठीक है, और 6 का पैकेज बना देते हैं. बहुत बढ़िया हो जाएगा बाल. कैसे हो जाएगा बढ़िया बाल? दिस इज द बिजनेस विच इज गोइंग अराउंड. ऑलराइट, आपका ये पैकेज बना दिया, आप गए हो सलोन में, फिर आप यू आर देयर टू स्पेंड योर मनी. ओके, यू आर देयर with a concern. Okay, now somebody is suggesting you something. Know about it, have patience. Okay, know about it. अगले विजिट में चालू कर सकते हो. आपको वो 4 का पैकेज, 5 का पैकेज उसी समय खरीदना है. आज नहीं खरीदेंगे तो कल से नहीं होगा, अवेल नहीं होगा. दीज आर ऑल सेलिंग टेक्निक्स. दे आर जस्ट ट्राइंग टू अपसेल यू, एंड यू ऑल्सो नो इट, एंड कस्टमर इज ऑल्सो स्मार्ट. हम लोग हर एक जगह जाते हैं यार. हम लोग, हमारे सामने मिंत्रा नहीं कर रहा होता, या फिर कोई और ऐसी सोशल मीडिया फिर साइट नहीं कर रही होती है. ऑलराइट, दैट इज द सेम, ऑलमोस्ट द सेम थिंग यार. कोई और अपग्रेडेड चीजें कर रहे होते हैं, एंड दे शुड डू इट. आई एम नॉट सेइंग their strategy of business. Okay, but when it comes to hair care and something like that, you should actually know that what is the rightful thing which you are getting, for which you are paying, and from whom you are getting, and does he actually know कि क्या होने वाला है? Is he actually being, see, is, that's why I'm saying, before launching anything in Perfection Every Day, we do a proper R&D. We have a professional company. Okay, we try to have their technical persons come in. We have a good seminar, kind of an educational seminar. We feel the product. We have a professional demo. We check it for 2 weeks. We ask for their home care products also. We see the home care regime, how it is working with the texture, and if it is giving me or my client further comfort, and then we try to work with the company and have our sales and other marketing techniques and sales technique and all sort of things. But at least we are there to have the rightful SOPs, okay, and dealing with the trust of our clients. So that's the priority which we follow.
So I'm going to ask a question which is not related to what we're talking about, but we'll come back to it. Your wife also joined you in the business. How was it?
Well, it was really helpful. Having 4 hands is really helpful. She has her own artistic streak. She is the makeup artist. This was one of the lines which were lacking in Perfection Every Day. And when she joined, we could develop this line also, this hand also for Perfection Every Day. Our makeup started to develop.
So Shweta has been an asset.
Oh, Shweta has been a great asset, and she's the diva of the company, and she worked like a like a goddess. And whenever the client goes to her, comes up with her own styles and with her own things. Sometimes I need to cope up with her and match the things. So this is one of the things which keep me also motivated to learn further.
And what is it that you've learned from your mom?
Oh, lot of things. First of all, in Indian hairdressing also, hairdressing teaches you haircuts, hair color. There is a proper theory for it. There is a proper structure theory for it. But hairstyling, there's no theory for it. You learn hairstyling from your error. That's an error thing. All right.
But you cannot go wrong with the client.
You cannot go wrong on the client.
You
okay.
cannot experiment on the client.
You cannot experiment on the client also. So you need actually some personnel who actually is standing just next to you and trying to make you learn and giving you that rightful feedbacks. Okay.
So
All
that
right.
is your mom for
And that is my mom for me. All right. Learning, those traditional Indian juda.
Right.
Okay. And in 2009 and 2010, and once you start to learn that gives you a different kind of altogether a different kind of a prospect. Okay. Because you do a good job with hair. Okay. But if you're not able to show it, that's a mess up job.
True.
Okay. But once you are able to show it, show a mess up job also in a good manner, then it's a good job.
True.
All right. So that's what I learned.
So how do you deal with a client when you feel that you've done a good job, but the client says, I don't like it?
See, that of course that happens. 100% client satisfaction doesn't happen with anybody. That's a kind of a compliance which I need to come up with my thing. I need to understand one thing, that it is not for my satisfaction. It is for the client's satisfaction. Right. She is here for her satisfaction. For doing any job, I need to first make myself understand that what does she want.
Right.
And once I have understood that what does she want, and I have made her understand that what I'm going to do, okay, then when the results come, usually that is not the scenario. And if still it is that the scenario, I have to keep an open mind and take her feedbacks and take her suggestions and come up and do some other kind of a job.
So basically the client is the king.
Of course, client is the king, yes. Okay? Because she is here for her job. All right. And what, since you have put in that phrase up in front, client is a king. I think client is my friend.
Okay.
Who's paying me for my services. That's it.
True.
All right. I don't consider anybody as king, God, anything. All right. हमें बोला जाता था भगवान का रूप है क्लाइंट, तो ठीक है. अब हमारे भगवान तो भगवान ही है, ठीक है, तो उनका रूप तो नहीं है, ठीक है. तो क्लाइंट इज वन ऑफ माय फ्रेंड्स who are paying me for my services.
We've seen that there's a rising trend of people calling salon services home, right? How do you think it competes versus the clients going to the salons, and how do you see this trend?
I think that it is convenient, right? And it is easier for the clients also. And sometimes when I see there are nuclear families and husband wives both are working, and it is difficult sometimes to find some time for those small services, so it gets to an easier point. And now with the trend of when you can call anything at home, now your grocery can come at home, your clothes can come out. Why can't a beautician and a hairdresser or a makeup artist can come out at home? That's fine. But my thing is that you come to a salon for an experience, all right, and you also come for a professional job. Okay, you come to a salon for a trustable job also. Okay, you are coming in a brand, all right. There's a person coming for either for a small, for a waxing, and that's, I would say, that is the most professional job. One should get it done. All right. It could lead to a burnt skin. It could lead to a, yeah. All right. There are, I can't name the hazards which could waxing could lead. So you should definitely go to a salon. So their customers should also understand that there is a difference between convenience and experience. Okay. Experience doesn't come with convenience. You go there, have a professional experience. Okay. Don't let convenience come in the way of experience, and rather would say security also of your house. All right. I would not like to elaborate on that point, but still enough said.
So, Mayank, as a hairdresser, what do you think are the 3 trends that are very hot right now?
I would say the 3 trends which are going right now as a hairdresser is, one is the small pixel cuts, which are going really very nice. The second is the new adaptability to some crazy colors like red hots and some vibrant colors, which is going really very well. We have started with a very positive note on 2024 also. And one thing which has really evolved in the industry is the the rightful texture. Okay, so I've seen a lot of customer inquiring about the right texture for them. Now the people are more concerned about the right texture, the right texturized procedures. Either it could be keratin, nanoplastia, botox, whatever they're going. Of course, that's the trend, and the different companies are coming with different products. That's what I'm again coming to. When we introduce these products, we do a proper SOPs, proper R&Ds, and that's a long process which we follow. We don't do random products. We don't do that.
So, Mayank, what would be your advice to somebody who's entering this industry or who wants to set up their own salon?
If you want to set up your salon, or if you are entering the industry, first educate about it. Right. Give yourself a proper education base. All right. If you're not educated, because I would say still more than 75% of the business owners in India, I would say, are not educated off the floor. They are still dependent on to their senior staff, either senior staff or the team members. So you need to be, I'm not saying ki start working on the floor. I'm just saying that you should also be educated. You should also know that what your clients are also feeling or should get. And if you are a hairdresser, if you want to have your own salon, I've done one thing, which is always have technical supremacy and an artistic streak in you.
That's fantastic.
And business is business. Business will definitely come onto you. Business is altogether a different game. When you follow that Excel sheet and follow the business regimes, that is something different. Okay, so that is multi work which you need to do, multi things which you have to achieve. But that would be my advice.
And what do you think of competitors?
Oh, competitor is good. They keep you alive. They keep you healthy. They keep the market going. There should be competition. I really like competition, and I have a very healthy atmosphere of competition, and even with my competitors, I'm friends with my competitors. All right, we sometimes go out and we sometimes have a blast. All right, and I think competition is part of your business. If there's no competition, you're not growing.
This was Mayank with us, who's taking forward the legacy of Perfection Everyday Salons forward, something which was founded by his mother, and he's turned it into a beautiful success story. Stay tuned and we'll be back with a interesting story next time. See you.